What's up, everybody? It's Loud and Louder with Joey G. What's going on, everybody? In this pre-evening today on December 17th. Damn, we 8 days away from Christmas. Damn, a week from tomorrow will be Christmas. December 17th, 2014. Almost up. And today's topic is I get right to it. Do a SmackDown review real quick. But I'll do my thing on possible Royal Rumble winners, and I'm going to tell you the three that I have. Well, five. I have five actual picks, I think, and I'll let you get to them in a second. But SmackDown last night, so I had some things when I had Naomi and Nikki Bella, two hot brawls, good fight, Nikki got the win. You saw, I have it on tape. A lot of other things happened on SmackDown. The Seth Rollins Dolph Ziggler match was good, and Dolph got the victory, and he's a shining star, and I said 2015 would be his year, and it should be Dolph's year, because Dolph's a stud, man. Dolph's the friggin' man. I mean, as his character now, he does need a little more attitude, a little more edgier attitude like Edge got, you know what I mean? I think that's what ultimately put Edge into the title picture. If you can remember real quick, I'll go and rewind back to when he came back at the lottery in 2004. He came back, I remember, and he got a pop. He came back. Because when you come back, when Batista came back last year, the whole crowd was chanting Batista. And later that night, he came out and he got booed. It was like half and half, and by the next week, he was getting booed again. But anyway, to go and rewind, when Edge came out, he got booed, and he couldn't understand why, because Edge was always cool with the crowd, but the crowd doesn't like the little long hair blonde guy that does but Edge was kind of different. He didn't do flips and shit, but he was like the blonde hair, squeaky clean guy. Just do you think you know me? Just a little bit edgier, but he still had to do something with his character, and I think it's what Dolph Ziggler needs to do. Maybe even a heel turn, for Ziggler. Like when Edge just started to get possessed. I need a title shot. Remember in 2005. When he went after Shawn Michaels at the Elimination Chamber and New Year's Revolution, Shawn Michaels was the referee, and at New Year's, and he had that big, at the Royal Rumble, he fought Shawn, and then they were the first two participants in the Royal Rumble, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2005. But they had a big feud, and they fought on Raw. It was mostly a TV feud on Raw, but they did have a match at the Royal Rumble, and it was like Edge going nuts, I have to be champion. I gotta be champion. And he got real crazy, and then he went with Lita, and he took off from there. He won the WWE title the next year, 2006, and he cashed in against Cena. That's what I think Dolph Ziggler needs to do. He's got to get that attitude. He's got to get that killer instinct, I'm gonna be the man, and that's it. Nobody else is gonna say nothing. I'm gonna go out there, Triple H, and I'm gonna show you how bad I want it. And I think the best way for him to do it is the way that Edge won the crowd over, by turning heel. You know what I mean? Let's face it, Dolph Ziggler's not The Rock. He's not Roman Reigns. No shout out that Roman Reigns is a big popular guy, but he can get over with the crowd. Now, I don't think he's that over, but he can get over with the crowd. Dean Ambrose can get over with the crowd. Bray Wyatt's a heel, and he's over. Dolph Ziggler's over, but he could get more over with the higher ups in WWE if you just have a little bit of an attitude. Even when he's a heel, he's just like that show off and big deal. You had Vicky Guerrero before, okay? What's that to show off? You had AJ, what was it, 2 years ago, 2013, you had AJ? You had AJ. That was a good, but you still need that edgier, thing. And that's what brought Edge. He won that Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 21. We're exactly going back 10 years ago. And that's how Edge got over. And if you notice, and then at that 2004 SummerSlam, Edge fought Batista and Jericho in a three-way for the Intercontinental title, and it was in Toronto, that SummerSlam. That was the SummerSlam Randy Orton first became the world champion when he beat Chris Benoit, SummerSlam 04. And they booed Edge. They booed him out the building in the Air Canada Center, in his hometown of Canada. And I remember, watching the interview with Edge, and Edge said, okay, they want to boo me? Okay. Alright, because they were singing they were still sticking with him. But it was weird, because at that time, Randy Orton left Evolution. Well, they kicked him out, and he was the heel before, and Edge was the good, before he got hurt and was out. He was but now it was turning, people were actually cheering. It was weird, I remember back then, around this time, 2004, 10 years ago. People were cheering for Randy Orton and booing Edge, and then finally, Edge just went, snapped, and he won the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 21, and I think that was the turning point. And then, the whole Matt Hardy story situation, that just was real as shit, and he really did steal Lita off Matt, or Lita fell out, but her and Matt still fuck, so, Lita and Matt, so that's a whole other story. I'm going to do a story on Edge and Matt and Lita and all that, what went on, but I will do a story on that. But that got Edge over, and I'm not saying Dolph Ziggler needs that, but maybe he needs to let go a little nuts, like I'm the best, like Edge used to say, I'm the best. I've been here for 8 years and I haven't got a title shot. That's what Dolph Ziggler. I think he debuted in the 2008 Royal Rumble when he was walking up that was the Royal Rumble that Cena won at the Garden. He came out number 30. He was out. Everybody thought he was out for a year. Dolph Ziggler was walking up to people and shit. He's been in it since the end of 2007. If you think about it, he was part of the Spirit Squad. And so he's been in it since like the end of 2005, beginning of 2006, Dolph Ziggler. And he was in FCW for like 2 years. So he's been in the game for like 10 years, 9 years. Give it 2004, he was in 10 years. He's been with the WWE. 8 years he's been with the WWE. And he was with FCW before NXT came along. And OVW closed down. It was FCW, and he was there, along with Damian Sandow and a host of others. Sheamus, Drew Mack, all of them. You know what I mean? But, Dolph Ziggler, I want him to, I would love Dolph. As much as I like Randy Orton's my favorite wrestler, and Punk's not going to be there, we know he's not going to win. I want Dolph Ziggler to win. He deserves it. But I don't think they think Brock Lesnar versus Dolph Ziggler is a main event caliber match. I tell you what is, though, Seth and Dolph Ziggler. No, not I'd say a WrestleMania main event. Maybe, it is for the title. But Vince wouldn't put that last. Triple H or Stephanie would not put that match last. Or Dolph Ziggler versus Seth. It would have to be like a three-way with Roman, and who even knows if that would be a last, who knows? That would be the last match. It's just, it's a shame. And he is like a 5-time Intercontinental Champion, a 3-time United States Champion, at least a 2 or 3-time at least a 2-time Tag Team Champion. That's a good resume. That's a Kurt Hennig resume. That's better than a Kurt Hennig resume. And, no shots on Dolph Ziggler. He's great, but he's not Kurt Hennig. He's not Mr. Perfect. And they just, lost him away. But SmackDown was all right last night. The New Day I still don't get, and I think they're about, not to get future endeavored, but I think they're about to turn the New Day into, like, how Bo Leave was. Like, Bo Leave's off TV now. I guess they pulled that gimmick from him. I like that gimmick. I thought it was a new Kurt Angle. I don't know why WWE. I think they should have. They could have did a lot more with Bo Dallas, but that's a story for another day. But Adam Rose, they still keep on because Adam Rose has got the look of a heel. He's not going to win the Royal Rumble or nothing, but he has a look of a heel. You see his eyes. Like when he gets mad, he looks at that bunny. Like he gets him pissed now. And that's cool. I like that because I hate that fucking bunny. I hate it. Joey Crack hates it. But Brickfist, Mikey Noor, what's up? Shout out to Mikey Noor and Stacey Ann, the Click. What's up? Charlie O'Neill, Buddha Guns, Ace Diesel. What's going on, John Dog? Everybody. D-Mac was up in here last night. Mikey Moo, what's up? Katie, what's up? And, just chilling. But the the SmackDown last night, all in all, was all right. Raw's main event was great the other night with Rollins and Cena in a cage. They had a great tables match, which I can't believe Cena won both matches. That's like burying the youth. Like, man, Seth Rollins is the future. I got a feeling he's going to go face, but he's the future, man. And you got Cena burying him. All the time. But their steel cage match on Raw was better than they had a great tables match at TLC, but their steel cage match on Raw was great. John Cena kept trying to do the AA to him, and Seth would land on his feet. It was Seth's the friggin' man. Dean, you're the man. If you can see too, the brand extension's coming after WrestleMania. It is coming, and what it's going to be is this is a rumor, but I think it's a very true rumor, and I'm going to go out on a limb, and Joey G is going to say this. I think it's a 97, 98 maybe even 99.9 chance it's going to happen. It's just not going to be 2 titles. They're not going to have a King of the... They might have a King of the Ring title, but it's not going to be... it could be on the same show as the WWE World title. It's going to be like it originally was, how it was supposed to be. Say, okay, at the WrestleMania, say Roman Reigns is the champion. Just saying that. Or Randy Orton's the WWE champion at the WrestleMania. And they could still be in the draft, and Randy Orton's drafted to Raw. Okay? He can still go to SmackDown and defend this title against a SmackDown on a pay-per-view. And they're still going to have the joint pay-per-views. I mean, they're not going to have single pay. They're still going to have Raw, but they'll have their own set of announcers. But, like, Randy Orton can go to SmackDown and, you know, be on SmackDown and have matches on SmackDown because he's a WWE World Champion. You know what I mean? He represents both brands. You know, but when he loses the belt, he can't go on SmackDown no more. He'll have to stay on Raw, and that goes with every superstar. Say Ryback is the champion. He gets drafted to SmackDown. He'll be on SmackDown, and he can still go on Raw. But once he loses the title, he's got to stay back on SmackDown. He can't go on Raw still. You know what I mean? But he can defend the title against anybody from Raw or SmackDown. Now, let me get to my Royal Rumble picks. And this is just my picks. But Roman Reigns, I mean, the WWE's been shoving him down our throat. Obviously, he's the pick to win it all. And in January the 25th, 2015, at the Wells Fargo Center. Roman Reigns, Ryback. These are my top 3 picks. Roman Reigns, Ryback, or Daniel Bryan. I think one of them 3. I don't even like Daniel Bryan. I don't like Roman Reigns. I like Daniel Bryan better than I like Roman Reigns. I just think that the crowd I don't know what they... I'm telling you, I don't know what they would do for Reigns and Ryback if they would win. But if Daniel Bryan wins, that place is going to pop. It's going to pop, and it's going to pop loud if Daniel Bryan wins. You're going to be seeing the yeses all over the West. I know Philly. They'll cheer Daniel Bryan. He's a blue-collar dude from Aberdeen, Washington. He goes out with one of the Bellas. I mean, he's married to Brie Bella. He's pumping her onion every night. He's waking up in the morning seeing her beautiful face. You know what I mean? And I say one of them 3, but also, if The Undertaker's in the Royal Rumble or The Rock, I don't think they'll both be in it, but if one of them are in it, if you hear, dun, dun, he's going to win it. And if he comes in and hoping it's not 40 no more, what the fuck did they change that for? Now it's 30 again. Not that I care because I'm going to be there, and 40 will be longer, and I like to beat the traffic. So, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as whoever wins, I mean, Randy Orton wins it, I'll probably stay because that's my favorite wrestler, you know what I mean? Or if CM Punk came back, I would probably have to be, I'm real rap, I'd probably have to take an 8 shot of Xanax because I would probably be like, because it just, you know, that's my maze, the voice of the voiceless, just like Joey G. Creative genius. That's right. And for all you that don't like it, you can suck it and get both of them. The middle. Alright? And, you know, just to go on, the two, and like I said, I'm not going to pick Dolph Ziggler to win. It's not who I want to win, who I think's going to win. And I think, you know, if The Rock or Undertaker is not in it, Roman Reigns, Ryback, or Daniel Bryan will win the 2015 Royal Rumble. Maybe Randy Orton. I don't know. Randy Orton won it in 2009. I like Randy Orton. He's still young. He's only going to be 35 April 1st. I mean, yeah, I am. I'm a wrestling geek. Yeah. You know, I know their birthdays, but I like wrestling. I like WWE. You know what I mean? But I like football, too. You know, and real quick, looking at the playoff picture now, Green Bay in the NFC was the #1 seed a week ago. That home field advantage. Now they're the 6th seed. It's just crazy. And in the NFC South, I mean, what are the Saints are 6 and 8. I mean, I got them winning the division at 8 and 8. But that sucks. And you know, I'm an Eagles fan, so of course, for us, we got to win Saturday at Washington. Then we got to win the following Sunday at the Giants, the New York Giants, which are my second favorite team. But let's face it, they're not going anywhere this year. So the Eagles have to win them 2 games, and the Cowboys got to play the Colts, Andrew Luck and the Colts at home, and then they got to go on the road and play the Redskins. I think, and they're undefeated on the road this year, the Cowboys. And their home record, they've only won 3 games at home. So I think Indianapolis will beat them. The Eagles win their last 2, and the Eagles get in. And the Cowboys won't get in at 11 and 5, and the Saints might get in at 7 and 9, 8 and 8. This is Joey G. I'm out. Peace.